All right, in my previous video, I had shown you how to level and crop and stitch your panorama photographs so you can use them in Stellarium. Now we're going to open up and continue the process. So we go to File and Open, and I have files here. The original one was this one. We're going to open it up, and as you can see, it's what it is. It's here, and I still have to edit out the sky and all that. But this image, if you go to Image and look at the image size, you will see that it's 20,400 oh 2,000 yeah 20,478 pixels wide. For Stellarium, the picture needs to be in width 2048. So we need to change that to 2048 and save it. So what we'll do is you just type in 2048 and you say okay, and it changes. It's really small. Now what I'll do on this is I don't want to mess up my original, so I'll do a File, Save As, and I'm going to save it as a small, which I've already done, but I'm going to overwrite it. I'm going to say save. It's going to say, do you want to replace it? I'm going to say yes. All right. So now we have the small, and it's the width that we need to be in Stellarium. However, we need to make a new picture frame or image size so we can bring this in on top of it and have the correct height for use in Stellarium. So what you do there is you go to File, New, and we want to do, we can give it a name. Let's give it a name. Let's see, JAA Landscape Field. And we're going to give it a width of 2048, a height of 1024. We want it transparent. We want 8-bit and all that. All that's good. We're going to say OK. And there we have the new correct size format. So now what you need to do, you need to go back to your original image here, do Control A and Control C to copy, come to this image, create a new layer. I don't remember which one it is. I think it's that one. Yeah, there it is. So we got layer 1 and layer 2. We're going to go to layer 2 because that's our new layer. And we're going to do a Control V. And once that's done, it has put the image on top of the other layer. Now, we want to go to the center of the bigger layout and put a guideline. Now, let's go back to this image. It's still got the little things going around it, the little ants, they call them, and I'm going to do a Control D, turn them off, and I don't need this image anymore, so I'm going to close it. Now I'm going to come up and I'm going to put my arrow over the grid line, and then I'm going to drag. Well, let's zoom in. We want to go half of 1024, which is 512. So I'm going to zoom in, and I want to see where I can get a 512 here. There it is, right there. I'm going over here, hold down my left key cursor, that left cursor, and come down and drop it on 512. Right there. Zoom out. I roll in my wheel. And that's the approximate, that is the center of the layout. Now, what you can do is you can move the picture to what you think is the horizon, because you want this to be close to the horizon that's going to be in Stellarium. And I've been playing with it today, and I had it right here on the previous one, but I wasn't exact. And I'm going to show you how I'm looking at it. I'm going to put the horizon right about there. And we're going to see that how close we are to each side. It looks like I'm right on the line. So now we're going to go in and we're going to edit out the sky. You can do several things. You can do a magic wand, which is pretty quick. Click on that color and it collects a lot of area there. In fact, it got a lot. Now I'm going to hit delete to take that out. I still got some remaining sky in that I'm going to take out. So I'm going to hit a Control D to turn off the ants. And I'm going to zoom in to the areas that need to come out. I'm going to click that one there. I'm going to hit delete. Control D to take it off. Now I know there's another command you can do to keep adding stuff, but I'm not doing it too well doing that. So we got all that. I'm not going to bother with any of this stuff in here or in through here, because this is going to be nighttime, and you don't want to be shooting something with your astronomy camera that's going to be hindered by trees at some point. So let's click this one and hit delete. And Control D. Let's see. When they were cutting out the pine trees, I wish they would have got the ones that were dead, but they didn't. I will go in and get this piece right here. And let's go ahead and get this piece down here. Hit Control D to get rid of the other one. Ooh, that's going to take out a lot. That's all right. It's so low to the ground, I won't be photographing there anyway. But I just, want to make it look nice. Let's click that out. All right. Kind of took out the tree. Let's do an undo. Step backwards. Leave that one alone. I mean, eventually that tree, I'm going to take them out because I know what's going to happen. Those trees are going to fall, and or we're going to cut them down because they're dead. So I'm going to come over here and get the lasso, and I'm going to come in and lasso around what I know is going to be dead trees. And we'll hit delete. I'm going to go ahead and take all this out too. These trees are going to die. Well, they're going to be cut down. All right. And over here to this side. And these are going to be gone too. Well, this one's still alive, maybe not. These back here are going to be gone. At least I hope they're going to be gone. This one's basically dead, but we have to ask the owner of the land if he'll let us cut that one down. So let's come over here and see what we can get now over here. Now I got this big area here. I can go back to the magic wand and pick that. Oops, I got to do a Control D to release the other one. Now we can do it. And we hit delete. Control D. And we got a little bit of stuff in here. I'm going to get the magic wand. I'm going to take all that out. And it's gone. All right, now let's scroll on over and we'll get these. Go get the magic wand. Click on, I got a Control D. There we go. Delete that, Control D, delete that, Control D. Control D just takes away the ants. You have to hit the delete key to get rid of the. Ooh, let me hit escape or Control D. That didn't look right. Let's hit magic wand. Just to clean them up. Control D. And where are we here? Got a big sky area there. Magic wand. Pick that color. Delete it. Control D. Pick that color. Delete it. Control D. So let's do a magic wand here. Clean this up a little bit. Control D. Now something looks funny here. Let's take this out. There's something right there. Very hard to see, but it was there. We got some here. A little bit down here. I'll leave that in there. I don't know what. I'm mumbling. I'm sorry, guys. Alrighty, let's see. Any more in the sky? I don't see anything else in the sky. That well, we got these little things here. A little one here. Oops. Do that again. All right. Well, there's one. Oops. I didn't get it all. Do this again. Just have to look at it to see if you got it all. It looks pretty good so far. Well, we look like we got all the sky. Now the next thing we're going to do is you got to fill this area down here black. And what you use, you make sure you got black. It's there. We're going to say okay. Got a paint bucket. Do that. That's all black. So now we go to view and clear the rules. So this should be the panorama that I can use in Stellarium. So we're going to do a file. What's the file name? Okay, yeah. File. I'm going to do a save as, just landscape field. Yeah. That file name's okay. Or we can go to view and make sure that the file name is not repetitive. So now this is going to be the one I'm going to use. I'm going to do save. Now that was saving it as a Photoshop file format, but we have to save it as a PNG. So now we're going to do file, save as, and I'm going to change it to PNG, and I'm going to overwrite my previous PNG that I had done, because that's the file name that I'm using in my Stellarium's INI file. So we're going to do save, and we're going to say yes, and okay. Now, so now we can get out of that. Let's leave it all that open, because I may have to come in if something doesn't line up. All right. So now, let's take that PNG file, do a copy. There's my copy. And I'm going to come down here and paste it in my Stellarium Landscape folder for the field. And see, it's already there, but that's a previous one I've done, and I want to overwrite it. So we're going to do paste. And yes, we want to replace the file. All right, now, next we're going to open up Stellarium. And we're going to go to my astronomy fields location, click on that. And now we're going to open up the landscape file under the JAA field, since it's already in the folder. And as you can see, it's already changed. Now, the big thing is, did it come in the right point? Well, I'd already gone into the INI file, and I'm going to back up the time so you can see it in daylight. This is the dome, and I know the North Star is about right there. And previously, when I dropped it in, the dome was over here. And being that I have this coordinates here and the cardinal points located, I can see and approximate how many degrees I was off. And so I changed the degrees, so now that I'm right on it in my INI file. So you may have to do that when you do your own. The other thing is, you can hit, I think, H, and you can turn on the horizon line here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the moon status at the horizon. Sunrise on the 11th, according to, not sunrise, but moonrise on the 11th, it was at 2:39. So at 1400 hours and 39, if I pan over to the east, the moon is right here. Now, I've been playing with this all day today, off and on, and I cannot get the moon right there. I don't know. I've gone up, I've gone down, and it seems to always be right at that point. But I'm close. I really think I'm close. So that's one way I got where when you at night out at the field, if you look west, the other night we were out and at around 8 something at night, which is 2000 hours, Arcturus was almost going into the trees, and that's about where it is now. I think I did my star alignment on Arcturus and got it before it went into the trees. So it's close. Now, that's how you can do it. Um, moving this up and down, I just don't understand why I can't get it any closer, but it does help to get it pretty close. So you need to get at least north right and uh, try to get a star or the moon or something. Take a picture of it. That's what I did in my backyard. I took a picture of the moon one night as it was over my neighbor's chimney. So I was able to line mine up vertically to be a little more accurate. So now, in order to have this field come up at night all the time, you can go back into, I think it's this one, or no, let's see, configuration, and you can say save setting and save view. So we're going to do save settings and save view. I'm going to close it. And if I close Stellarium and open it back up, it should come right back up to the club site. So we're going to test that out. Close it. Let's open it back up. And it did. No, it didn't. It came back up to my home. Oh well, there's a way you can make it come back up to the site. I just don't remember what it was, but when I'm at home, I use it on my desktop computer to see what I want to image during the night, and then I go outside of my backyard and go to my image. And I also have my laptop that I use at the club most of the time is set to only open up on the club's landscape view. And when I'm at home, yes, I have to change the laptop to open up on the home view out there. So that is how I have done the thing to do all the work. Now in the INI file, you have to click on it and you want to say open with, I think, Notepad. And then you can change your angle here to get your north right. This altitude here, I don't think it affects anything, but the altitude at the club is 80 something, 88 or 85. So, well, you can't see that. I'm sorry. Here's the INI file, and online there's a lot of YouTube videos on making the Stellarium uh, landscapes, your custom landscapes, and they show you how to do all the changes. So, all right, y'all. Hope this has been information for you, and you guys go out and look at the stars and have a good night under the clear skies to you all. Signing off.